Hey everybody, Kyle Sasser here, and it's everybody's favorite time of the month. That's right, real estate market statistics time. These real estate statistics are for the Dayton Metro area for October 2024. Now you might be asking, hey, this report says September 2024. Why are you calling it October? Well, reason why is because that is the most recent numbers that we can put together. Whenever we put these numbers together, we are comparing a month in a year-to-year fashion. That means we are comparing September 2024 to September 2023. The reason we do that is because if you can't really compare month to month, because there's a natural ebb and flow to the real estate cycle in the course of a calendar year. So for example, generally not as many sales in December, and also around the start and end of the school year. Just the number of sales tends to be a little smaller than the adjacent months. So if you look at month to month, it's very hard to gauge where the trend is. However, if we compare September 2024 to September 2023, we can see where the market is now compared to where it was then. And here's one of the key things that most websites and newspapers get wrong is that comparison is what is critical. And you really need to look at long-term periods. So obviously, if we're comparing things that are going on now to the peak craziness of 2021 and 2022, then yes, the market is going to look a certain way. However, if you go a little further back and you compare it to 2018 or 2017, you get a little bit different picture of the market. So keep that in mind when you see all of these news stories out there about what's going on with the real estate market. All right, let's dive into these real estate market statistics for the Dayton metro area. So this area is, generally speaking, from Piqua to Springboro, and then from West Alexandria over to Xenia. That is, I do Cincinnati as well, but so far as these statistics are concerned, that's the area that I cover. Total number of closed sales was down 10.1% from 1,186 to 1,066 homes. Median sales price held pretty steady at 0.6% increase, went from $225,000 to $226,400. Average sales price went up 6.8% from $249,351 to $266,321. Median time to sale, it's up 7.1% from 42 days to 45 days. What I prefer to know is median time to contract. So what I usually do is I usually will deduct 30 to 35 days off of that number, which tells us most things are going under contract within 5 to 10 days or the first week. That is extremely fast compared to normal market conditions, quote unquote. And just kind of backs up the fact that median sales price and average sales price should hold or be going up whenever you have things going under contract that fast. Why is that? Total number of new listings is a good reason why. Total number was down 7.9% from 1,465 to 1,349. Active inventory was up slightly, 7.3% from 1,587 homes to 1,703. The doom and gloom section, which is foreclosures and short sales. So foreclosures were down 58.8% from 17 to 7. And short sales, there was a total of 1. So definitely not a lot going on in that segment. Now, I do like to break down the different price points because a $1 million house sells in a little bit different time frame than a $300,000 house. A lot of that's just because there's not as many buyers that are looking at purchasing $1 million houses. There's naturally just more people that are able to purchase $300,000 houses. I also don't go over each one of these because I would just sit here and read numbers to you for, another 20 minutes, and that gets a little boring. I usually try to hit high points. Most of the price points are down between like 15 to 20%. So like 100 and 150,000 is down 26% to a total of 114. 250 to 300 is down 14.6% to 140. 300 to 400,000 is down 19.5% to 161. The exception is 600 to 1 million, which was up 40.5% to a total of 52. Which is a bit surprising. You'll hit quirks every now and then. And then, 150, 200, 250, those hold pretty steady. So 150 to 200 was only down 0.9% to 227. Total number of new listings were a little bit of a mixed bag. So some were up, some were down. Obviously, the lower price points, there were fewer houses for sale. And then generally speaking, houses above 200,000, there was more listed for sale. Usually that is indicative that the entire market, the prices are sliding up. So 100 to 150,000, there was 23.5% fewer homes put up for sale, total of 153. 200 to 250 was 8.7% increase to 188. 250 to 300 was up 25.1% to 214. 300 to 400 was down 6.5% to 217. 400 to 600,000 was up 11.4% to 176. Total inventory, it's up across the board except for the extreme ends. So 50 to 100,000, there's 24.7% fewer houses. And a million or more, there's 15.2% fewer houses. Everything else is significantly up, which is good news. If you're looking to buy, that means that there was more homes to choose from. So 150 to 200,000 was up 29.5%. 200 to 250 was up 15.9% to 182. 250 to 300 was up 16.9% to 221, et cetera, et cetera. So on average, there's about 20 to 25% more homes to choose from if you're looking to purchase a house. Those are the Dayton Metro real estate market statistics. So if you remember back to mathematics class, you might remember mean, median, mode, or average and median as part of what you learned. Best way to describe it is everyone kind of knows what an average is. So an average is you take, let's say, 5 homes that have sold, you add up that price, you divide it by 5, that gives you the average price. Median price is a little bit different. What a median sales price is that is the midpoint of the market at which there is an equal number of homes that sold at a higher price and at a lower price. So it's more of the midpoint of the market. Now, important to note that whenever there are fewer homes sold, the median sales price tends to move around a little bit more than usual. But I still prefer the median sales price compared to the average sales price, because average sales price can be greatly affected if there is a larger number of very expensive homes or very inexpensive homes that have sold in a particular time frame. So, for example, if like 2 Tom Brady houses sell, that is really going to move the average sales price, but it's not really going to have a lot of impact on the median sales price because the median works as good as it can to try to reduce that sort of influence. So what can we read into these Dayton statistics? Basically, the overarching trend we have had for the last, few years is continuing. Prices are holding to slightly increasing. We do have a few more homes for sale to choose from, which is very good news if you're looking to buy. But that extra inventory is not resulting in home prices sliding or things taking longer, significantly longer to sell. We do have a little bit more time to contract, generally speaking, but still things are still super quick whenever we are looking at the market overall. Now, the interesting thing here is whenever I see that short of a time to contract, the market is probably willing to pay more for houses than they are currently. For my listings and stuff like that, I definitely put that into effect. But again, I'm only one guy. I'm only one guy. I can only make the impression and do best for my clients, not the market overall, at least at this point. We did have a little bit of a hiccup with the remnants of Hurricane Helene coming up, causing a little bit of disruption. It wasn't enough to really derail like closings. I didn't hear of any like force majeures triggering where like title companies were closed and stuff like that. Just kind of a general storm aftermath, kind of storm hangover sort of thing. So, the phone wasn't ringing as much. Everything was a little bit more subdued. So the numbers are potentially affected a little bit like by that. Definitely not as much as, the Tampa St. Petersburg numbers in Florida, where I'm also licensed. Those have a significant impact on the real estate market statistics. But the Dayton area here, everything still seems to be holding pretty steady. The good news is if you're looking to buy, there's more homes to choose from than there were last year or the year before. So that's some good news. Interest rates also came down a little bit. I did see a few 5s, mostly in the 6s, like mid 6s, which is definitely an improvement from the mid 7s that we have had. So that's going to bring a few more buyers into the market. And, the end result is if you've been thinking about selling, then it's an outstanding time to get an outstanding price for your home. That's basically the Dayton analysis. Not too much of a change, not too much of a shift. We had a little bit of interest with the storm that came through, but again, I don't think it was significant enough to impact the numbers significantly. Prices are still continuing to climb slightly. Kind of interested to see how things shape up as we get into the early part of the holiday season and winter. Usually things kind of slow down a little bit, usually not enough to have a huge impact on the numbers. So thank you so much for watching these real estate market numbers for the Dayton Metro area. My name is Kyle Sasser. If you would like to get in touch with me, you can give me a call, 937-907-6777. Or if you prefer, you can book a chat at the time that works best for you. You can go to my calendar, pick out the time that works best for you, and I will be there on a call with you. If you would like help finding your own great place in the area, I would love to help you out. Generally have questions or would like a home value report, I'm happy to do all that for you. Or if you would prefer, if you've been thinking about selling and you want either a home value report or a listing preparation plan, I'm happy to come out, meet with you, and put one of those together for you as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Kyle Sasser, and I'll talk to you soon.